I do not like the music that's playing right now. My bad, guys. I should have said something. Depends on when the leaves are cut, what part of the leaves are actually cut, and a lot of green tea and black tea is like really the same tea. So, pot's all clean, water's all hot, put the filter in the cup, good to go. Take some leaves. And yeah, Nuva, I completely agree. It's crazy that they change so many things, like those dudes popping down in the vent on the ropes to go at us, and yet so many things as far as the feelings stay the same. That's why I don't get why people like really dislike Black Mesa. I get why you might think like, oh, it changed a bit, but there's never been a point where I look at Black Mesa, I'm like, I don't like this. Which is why we had that conversation about like being a fan of something to the point that you're a fanatic. And we'll let this steep while we play a little bit, and then we'll pour some in our cup. We should be good to go. In any case, I really hope this guy responds to me, because I really want that $100 HD60. It would be dope. Anyways, back to our game. My bad. Sorry to get distracted. Back to the Black Mesas. I do think it was pretty cool that they added this whole, like, current chapter save game, quick save thing going on. I really like that. It's a nice presentation, it has a nice like blend to it. It doesn't just like pop up. They don't use the exact same overlay that every Source Engine game does. Because they're like, oh, Half-Life 2 did it, we'll do it like that. And like it's actually a little bit different. There's a nice soft delay to how it transitions to. It's nice. I like it. I'm sure many people have lost their lives due to opium and they weren't even users. So yeah, the way these guys... Oh my gosh! Okay, so it happened twice now? Alright, so the way I remember it in the original game, and perhaps I'm misremembering, you went into the vent and these guys fell down. I didn't remember them coming down while you were outside of the vent and shooting at you from over here. That's why I'm all messed up now, and then I didn't remember them coming down a second time. Which is why I'm really messed up right now with my 8 health that I have. But we're just gonna have to muscle through it as we do in all these games when we go low health. Uh-oh. They coming back for another pass? Seems like it. I'm dead. Super dead, man. Alright, we're just gonna have to rush down, because we don't have the health to deal with it. Oh, no, we're just falling the fire. I didn't see where I was supposed to go. I'm sure there's a vent somewhere. And I just messed up. There it is. Alright, we made it. We're safe. We're gonna get killed by a head crab. Gordon, dead man, indeed. They respawn indefinitely. Really? Was it like that in the original? I don't remember that. I still feel like this flashlight sucks. I don't know if it's the lighting setting. I don't know if I'm just overdoing it. Or I don't know if that's what they were going for. What do you guys think? Water reflections, ultra. What's this caution? Some parameters could severely impact your performance. I am not worried about my performance. My VRAM is safe. Because the V stands for virginity, and you cannot do anything to get past my virginity. Radioactive noise shader on. Everything is like, yeah. I think we've done everything we can to make this like the highest viewing experience possible. So I don't know what I can do. Yeah, brightness, right. I've done everything I can to make it brighter, but turn up the brightness. I try my best. Right. Whoops. Okay, let's just go up. We don't want to like blow ourselves out of the water. We'll go up a couple tenths of points. Yeah, that's looking better already. Because I don't want it to just be like, oh, it's not dark anymore. It's just like, yo, I can't see things going on. The light doesn't feel like a light sometimes. And I believe this is where you end up back where you were, only you have like a different doorway around now, so you're actually able to die to a head crab, like I said. You're actually able to use it to your advantage and take another way around. Hello. Oh! There's another one. I didn't know. Alright, is that it? I'm not gonna die to like random head crab now? You better not be worried about your performance, Phobos. Because you just spent money on that mod, and now you're supposed to be bringing trophies over for our fight game prevalence. You're supposed to represent, Phobos. Where it at? I am still walking around here with 8 health. I am feeling hella uncomfortable. I can't think of a better way to describe my life, Nuva. I really cannot. Than what you witnessed with the brightness. No, I wasn't looking. Where did they come from? I was looking at chat. Oh wait, did we just start at the beginning again? But then there's more head crabs in here, and this is probably where they walked in from. And why I got killed after I went back that way. And there wasn't any health or anything anyway, so it wasn't worth it. Did you guys notice that sometimes my 8 health is yellow, and sometimes it's red, like Danger Zone red? I wonder what determines that. The fact that the cameras are on makes me think that there are even more portions during Half-Life. Is it Degeneration? Or Degradation? Does anybody remember the name of the PS2 Half-Life? I'm just thinking there have to be more points where they saw him on camera because of all the stuff that happens here. Surely, one day someone will mod and create, like, a Half-Life Sonic Adventure 2 type experience. Uh-oh. That sounds like, yeah, he just got killed. Doesn't even matter if he had his ID card. But surely someone will do a Sonic Adventure 2 Half-Life experience at some point, right? Where, like, you'll play as each one of the characters. Like, you'll do Gordon and Adrian and Gina and whoever Gina's sidekick is. I forget her name. Oh, yeah, is that the Roach? Or is that just a bug stuck in my monitor? So, you'd play Gordon and Gina and Barney and Adrian and Colette. Or Colette. Colette. Thank you. Colette Green. Were their names references to something? Gina Cross and Colette Green? Or were those just their names? I actually don't even know if there's anything special about Gordon Freeman's name, like how they came up with it, or if it was just meant to be an everyday name. I still have 8 health.
I've killed 12 dumbass scientists, and not one of them's fought back.
Yeah, you think you would, like, stop being so uncreative. I guess they were embracing the whole, like, oh, dumb military guys who also are the best of the best guys somehow and don't like people at all. They're just psychopaths. Like, they don't have lives to go back to. Which, honestly, it's been a while since I've seen a movie or game try to portray people in that way, unless they were just doing NPCs that you have to kill. I think most people have kind of let go of that sort of portrayal of mindless military drone guy that doesn't like anything but killing. And, like, lives in a box. Hey, we made it to the security room. Hey, you're alive. What's up?
So much for the government.
So much.
The idea of containment is to kill everyone associated with the project.
Technically, it is containment.
Judging by your hazard suit, I'd say you were part of what went wrong. Isn't that right?
Nah, it wasn't me.
Now look, if anyone can end this catastrophe, it's the science team in the Lambda complex at the opposite end of the base.
Yeah, science is gonna save
transit
this.
system out, I couldn't tell you how to get there. But there's an old decommissioned rail system somewhere.
Huh, help open the silo door for me. Sweet.
If you can make it through the rocket test labs, you might be able to worm your way through the old tunnels to track down whatever is left of the Lambda team.
Sounds like a plan.
You can trust them. You can
I hope
trust
so too, Nova. I wish Shepard had appeared in future games. You know what? I still never played Nova Prospect. I know it's a fan game, but still, it would have been fun to play. Maybe we should put that in the lineup. That way we can put a lid on every single Half-Life experience that I actually wanted to play.
Capture a specimen.
Ah, come on. Let me crouch jump up in there. I have not played Alex, but with all the other things I'm doing, even though I have the hardware to support it, I have not wanted to buy VR quite yet. And since I found out that I have to get on a wait list for the Index, I'm not sure if I even want to, like, go down that route for another couple of years. Oh, hold up. You can't jump in there. I thought we would be able to, because this is where we saw the one guard get sucked up. So I thought I could crouch jump in here, but I don't think it's gonna happen. Are we so quick to forget that new Doom releasing not too many years ago and going well? I think the idea is alive and strong, bro. No, okay, I'm not saying that as a protagonist, like saying like, yeah, this dude just kills and there's nothing. I'm saying like when we have movies where like every soldier is just a rape happy, mindless drone that does not have desires to go to college. The way that they were just talking, like, the scientists won't fight back. It sucks, man. But yet we're expecting that same dude to be the professional HECU Special Forces people for the Marines. It's like, that isn't... Like, which is it? That's what I mean, is we've kind of dropped that whole thing. I guess just talking to himself now.
Did you understand that last announcement?
Sorry, I'm just reading what Hypnotic said, and he speaks the truth about the opium trade and China and Britain's control over China and all that type stuff. Does anyone else find it kind of funny? And I mean, I guess it applies to the US too, but as a US citizen, I don't think I understand it as much as an outside observer would for me. I think an outside appeal is very important on these things. So what I'm about to say is, as an outside observer to that situation, does anybody find it funny, like, that in Indian culture, they spent so much time trying to get the British out of their place, but even though they've been independent for so long, a lot of Indian culture comes from British culture? Does anyone else think about that sometimes? Or am I the only one that stays up at night thinking about these things? Speaking of which, I think it is time to pour the tea. I can already tell this tea didn't turn out well. The color is way off. I thought I remembered that too, AJ, and yet I didn't see it, so I just left it alone. This area looks like it took a little bit of a nod from an area in opposing force. I mean, imagine the amount of people who, in a post 9/11 world in the US, became like really kind of mindlessly against anybody that was from the Middle East, even though that's not what was going on. And then you try to explain to them that the number system we use in the US is based off of Arabic numbering system. Not many people lose their damn minds. This is true, if not. This is true. If he were to reappear, he'd have to cross those with Gordons and be kind of an anti-hero who's against the Combine. That would be cool. As long as it's nothing weird like hunt down the Freeman's use of the Shepherds, I'll be fine. And that's why I want to play Nova Prospect. I didn't really get to see what happened there, like what someone was thinking. Oh, that's cool. We got fire water. I wonder how that compares to water. There is something alive back there, feeding. And I want to throw a grenade at it. See what happens. Sounds like everything back here is dead now. Oh, hello. That giblet got stuck in the air. It was so devastating. But I got some health and I got my grenade back. And we got physics stuff laying all over here, so it's hard to walk around. I keep getting stuck on the ground. There's definitely something moving around. Yep, I heard like the wet noise. There it was. Bro! Jeez, the splash on that is so like huge. I keep hitting F as my use key when that's not the use key. What am I doing? Okay. Actually, their numbering system is of Indian origin, not Arabic. The Arabs just happen to be the middlemen due to their monopoly on the truth any other time. I've been bamboozled and lied to. I always thought our numbering system was invented Arabic-wise. That's alright, though. Because if Arabic culture is taking, like, credit for that, that's okay. Because there's plenty of stuff that people take culture for that originated with Arab culture as well. So I'm sure it goes mixed match. It's I don't care about anyone stealing anyone else's intellectual ideas. Because everyone else does it to each other too. Yeah, I noticed that earlier when I put like 2 mags from the Glock into one Nuva, and I was like, yeah, it should be dead by now, right? And it wasn't. But at the same time, with their limited appearance, I think that was a decent way to portray them. As being like, yeah, this thing's not the same as a head crab. This thing will mess you up. Maybe you don't want to just walk around seeing it and jump into the same hallway as it. And then, oh my gosh, there's 2 of them kind of deal. So, I don't mind that. They're a little bit tougher. Not as tough as this cardboard box, though. What? I thought Zero came from the Mayans. That's what that movie about the teacher trying to help the Hispanic kids pass some very complicated math tests told me. I don't remember the name of that movie. It's like a screenplay, short story, and a movie all in one. Is that music or is that someone walking around on vents? That's me walking around on vents, but if you play it just the right way, it does sound like music, right? Check it. That is not what Zero was. Zero was not prototype Mega Man. Zero was Dr. Wily's attempt to make a robot stronger than both Mega Man and Base. Proto Man was a prototype Mega Man. That's why his name was Proto Man. But he wasn't really a prototype Mega Man. He was just a prototype man, and then Mega Man came later. If I drop on those boxes, will they break my fall, or will I get hurt by dropping on boxes? Because I don't see another choice. I guess the suit helped with that one. Also, we know why this door was closed and there were boxes behind her now. I could have took the elevator, though. And I didn't, and now I regret it, because I don't know if I'm going to get the chance. You were not, Phobos. Would you want to be talked about? Does that make you feel better, or like... I'm sure me and Hypnotic can arrange something. What the shit? Ah, come on, man. Gordon, what are you doing? Seriously, all I want for every FPS is the same ladder system that was in Stalker. That's all I want. I'm gonna run in here real quick before something bad happens to me. Because I believe it's time to do cart stuff. That's a lie. Phobos has never worn skinny jeans in his life. You know what? I was wrong. This tea actually turned out pretty good. I think we got the timing just right. It's like bold, but it's not too strong for green tea. If you get green tea like too wrong, it feels the same like when you drink a bunch of Coca-Cola and it feels like it's sucking the life out of your mouth with all that sugar coating everything. That's what it feels like. This is not that. Oh, that feels so good in my throat. Ah, it's delicious just going down my esophagus. Feels so good. Alright. What were we working on? We have the cart. You know what? I suddenly remember this area, but it might just be reminding me of, what was it? I think I did, like, there's a source game out there on Steam that was free. Called, like, Element 131 or Element something. You guys remember that? For some reason, walking out into this area reminded me of that. I do not know why. Oh, they don't have a visual aid for you this time. You just have to... You just have to feel it. Now, if I recall correctly, we crash and we get thrown out of here, but we're gonna get some kills on the way. Then we're gonna try to hit the brakes. Uh-oh, full squid. Full speed ahead. I guess if we had walked here, we would have gotten in way more fights using ammo and not getting it back. Transmissions, element 120. Thank you. Oh, that's the part. Huh, that's weird. They didn't use the physics here, they just made it stop. So, if I recall, in the original game, this whole cart, like, upended itself and went... Like, it hit this, it flipped over into the acid, and you went flying with it if you were still on it at the time. And you just had to, like, try to survive. Maybe I'm misremembering or something, or maybe that was just something that happened because of my crappy computer. I will say, though, the lighting from the radioactive goop in this room looks pretty good with these graphics. I hope you guys think so, too. Oh! Made it. Oh. See, that was an easy ladder transition. How come they can't all be that good? And then we use this to drop into the pipe, but before we do that, I just want to come check over here. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Oh! Nothing in here. Where am I going? Gordon be drinking that good tea, dude. You're not wrong. That looks like exactly what Mega Man be drinking. Also, Hypnotic, are you telling me that you rock skinny jeans? I bet you have a little GameStop booty, don't you? Ah! Whoa! Ugh, look how wavy that tail is. That's so cool, but ugh. Alright, someone left their thermos here with their coffee in it. Sweets. Alright. Now what do we do to not die here? I get the feeling that if we get hurt, we're not going to see health packs or anything for quite some time, so... Oh, whoa, 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 what's that? You guys see the bugs crawling around in the radioactiveness? Is that on purpose? Because they're roaches? I don't think roaches can swim like that, can they? I know there are like little water roaches that totally can. But if the roaches are swimming, it's mostly because they're on the surface, right? And they're just like using the oil in their body to float the same way like a spider would. And a spider kind of looks like a water strider when they do it, even though they're not the same thing. It did just explode. There's nothing left of it. Name that reference. Oh! Oh! Woo! What is this? Fear? Could be. Real talk, I know Crysis was a meme back in the day because they just had like poor optimization and everyone took that as meaning like, oh, your computer can't run Crysis. It's like, yo, if they wanted people to play their games, they would have made it playable by whatever computer. Like, I don't feel like that's a good basis or anything. Anyways, the point being is, do you guys think it's worth playing? Like, should I pick them up and try to play them modern day and just see what those games were about? Or do you think it's just kind of a... It's one of those nostalgia tickers, like people remember it from back in the day, but it wasn't really that great. It was just a meme. And the meme was more powerful than the actual substance that it was about. Ooh, now this is rocking. This looks like something that was expanded and made, not bigger, I'm sure it was the same size in the original Half-Life, but more detail gave life to the space. Played Crysis games a few years back, they were pretty solid. Might give them a try. Now, I don't think I have enough ammo to mess with those dudes, nor can they really hurt me where they're at, so I'll just keep a move on, and I won't get hit by them, and I think I'll be better off like that. rather than trying to waste ammo on these dudes when they're on the ground and they can't do anything to me. Oh! Except then, they did something to me. Alright, and I'm out. Also, these bull squids are so toxic. I guess it's lucky for them that they end up in an environment where they have pretty much a la carte blanche access to all this radioactive goo that they love, huh? Christ 1 was good, 2 was meh, 3 was just bad. I've heard that 3 was not great. Also, it was the one that had the bow on the cover, so I was like, no, I'm not playing that. Also, it occurs to me that the area cache that I saw down there, I might have needed to stay down there in order to get to it, so I'm gonna quick load real quick and go back down here and see if I can find a way around to get there, because yeah, it looks like I won't be coming back down, unfortunately, and I might have missed out on some goodies, though there might be another way around there that I'm just ignoring. Maybe I've already missed out, like that door over there is maybe a better way to reach it. Or we could try this way. That was a good hit. Okay, you guys are getting good at this. I'm gonna do this. And I'm gonna try not... Oh no! I'm gonna try not to die. Oh yeah. All the skills you learned playing Super Mario growing up, they never went bad. Not once, not ever. Now this is cool and all, but if I get hit on the way and I take more damage, I pretty much wasted everything I used to get over there. You didn't mind 2 or 3, actually like them. They were simplified from the first, though. Okay. Well, as with everything, everyone has their opinion, and I'm glad that everyone has... Ah, come on. Has their opinions, but I'll be looking forward to trying them for myself. I guess keep an eye on. Maybe we'll see the sales when we see them. Oh my gosh. This bull squid is stuck in the elevator. Nuva, say the prayer. Oh, what the fuck? That's cheap. I just wanted to watch him get crushed by the wall. Which he still didn't. I was taking pity on him. He wasn't taking pity on me, though. And now I guess he's gone, but whatever. Oh no, not the ominous music. Yeah, I don't like this. Oh, hey, I know where we're at. Yeah, I remember this. I don't remember this music going with it, but this is pretty dope music for this area. I know back in the day we had those like Halo versus Half-Life events and stuff like that, especially since they both had sequels coming out during a very high profile time. I never felt like Half-Life had anything on Halo's musical experience. Like, not even close. Oh, that's why they hit those things so accurately. I didn't realize that their spray hits like a shotgun pattern when they lob like that. I had no idea. Alright, so this security didn't make it. Whoever was in there died. This guy, handsome man, didn't make it. Crisis 1 had this great feature. The enemies spoke Korean, and at higher difficulty levels, it didn't translate them with subtitles. Interesting. They practically made everything in the first game more challenging here. I remember this part, but I remember getting past this and being like, you know, getting to the part where we're supposed to go to Zen, and then the game ended. I was like, what is this? And so I was so glad that they finished the game, though. No. Have you played this since they finished Zen? I imagine you have. It was a series that suffered heavy from the sequel syndrome. Yeah, especially with the gaming business being what it was back in those days. It was hard to get away from franchises that were starting to make a lot of money. It was like a breakout success. Stuff that we look at as being like, it's so mundane, and it's the same way people release games on schedule. Back then, people were just putting those together. So it's almost like everyone was fighting to have that, hey, we're going to be the ones with the sequel game thing, and it wasn't established yet. Also, I want to try something to see if it's still the same from the first game. Either it's not, or I'm in the wrong place for it. So in the first game, there's enemies sitting here which goad you into shooting this way. When you shoot this way, you accidentally blow up the bridge. You can still cross the bridge, but then it becomes a little bit harder. So I didn't know if that was the same or not. You'd want to, though? Well, you own Black Mesa, don't you? Oh, what the... You own Black Mesa, don't you, Nova? So all you gotta do is play the new version. You can't continue an old save, though, unfortunately. Oh, you don't own it? How do you know so much about this? You just watch people play Black Mesa, Nova? Put it on your wish list. It's $10 when it's on sale. And now it's actually a finished game, so it actually makes sense to buy it. Unlike it didn't make sense to buy it when I bought it and when other people bought it. Also, thanks to the delay time being changed, you can actually jump off those guys after you kill them instead of just kind of falling back down straight away. That's nice. Oh yeah, put that blue liquid in me. Put it in my veins. It's almost as good as cocaine. Damn, damn, damn. Whoa, that thing has some precise pincers. Even without the updated graphics, they did a really good job in the original game of expressing like this thing being terrifying. And like kind of reaching around to grab this dude. Now, I don't know how they express it to you here. Yeah, okay, so just like the original game, they show you that you need fuel and you need oxygen. Bad valve? I don't know what that says. Something has been setting up. Fan has been acting up, maybe? And it says bad valve. So, no fuel, no oxygen, so we know what we need in order to hit the button and set this thing aflame, because we don't really have the weapons to deal with it.
Hey, quiet. This thing hears us. Some scientists snuck down to the generator to get the rocket up and running. We're gonna try to make a break for the fuel lines. You with us?
This guy's all bloody, and I'm pretty sure it's the same guy that we saw shoot that one scientist in the back of the head. So we might need to keep an eye on him. I just need to not blow myself up in these place full of explosives. Also, it's nice that there's a bunch of satchel charges and stuff here too. Because since the thing operates on noise, we can use noise to escape it. Oh no! And then, in case you didn't get the message before, they send this guy in to shoot at him, and it attacks him instantly. But it doesn't attack us. But we can use the noise to get away from us while we sneak around silently and try to figure out where we're going, really. I want to try to use grenades to see if I can blow open those doors so that they're already open by the time I get there, too. And it looks like that's going to work out. Except for that one that bounced off that one's body. Didn't mean to do that. They look so good in this. In the original game, and again, I love the original game and its graphics and everything, but they did look like just some polygonal drinking straws sticking out of the ground. They look pretty good in this. Wouldn't grenades be more useful than satchels? Both are useful. That's oh! The vibrations almost made me fall down. That wouldn't be good. You have to walk without rhythm? What? Why? I thought I hit a button, but I guess they didn't really do anything. My bad. Silo D, oxygen and fuel, all in one place. You don't even have to go on. Oh! You don't even have to go on a goose chase. They just put them right here. Which is cool because in the original game, these two big pipes, which were good indicators to show you, like, hey, you're gonna follow these to go get your objective. And even I, as a 12-year-old using no clip because I couldn't really play the game, running around the map, saw that and was like, oh, it's pretty good. However, in the original game, they were like thin lines, almost as thin as maybe one or two of these rail sections, and they just ran across like that. So maybe the point wasn't gotten across completely as much, but or maybe I'm misremembering. I remember them being not as I remember them not being as bulky. Also, it looks like we took a hit on the encoder. Did anybody have any skips on their stream? Or anything looking a little blocky or fuzzy to you? That hit on the encoder is gone now, but now it's hitting pretty heavy, and I'm kind of worried about it. So I'm going to take a second to look at some settings. This does say encoder overloading, but my CPU is doing just fine, so I don't really understand why. Also, it hasn't been doing that the entire game, so maybe it was... Perhaps it was just because we're in that particular area. Looks alright now. You guys can still see the game fine, right? As long as you can, we'll just continue as we go. And if you notice, you look under the piping, and you see the oxygen and fuel that we're supposed to follow, and the same place that we're going, so we know we're on the right track. Hear that nice garbling. So in the lore, I don't remember if it's official to the game, but I do remember that in the game lore for Half-Life, they say that when people become head crabs, that we can still hear them garbling and making noises, but that noise is actually the humans inside screaming, and they just can't scream through the head crabs, so they're screaming out in pain or something. You did see a slight stutter during the rapid movement. I'll keep that in mind. I'm looking at the resources now. If things get messed up... Oh, goodness. We'll make some adjustments. You didn't see any stuttering before that, right? I think maybe it was just being in that particular area while we're recording and doing other stuff as well. I changed most of the stuff over to the Invic so we wouldn't have that issue. And it seems like it's been working alright so far, but we do want to keep it in mind, though. Just so we don't overload things, and so that everything looks good for everybody. As much as possible. How do I guess I have to... I thought I was going to use the ladder to climb down, but I'm looking at the way that ladder is, and I'm like, how do I get over there? Not that you noticed, no? Yeah, me neither, so... I hope it was just recently and wasn't happening the whole time. So how do... Oh! Okay, we there. We're on ladder. I thought this was the way I come back up, not the way I go down. Then again, a lot of this level design stuff has changed, though, right? So, that's what it is. Nuva, what are you playing lately, by the way? Ah, what the sh... As if being underwater wasn't bad enough. You gotta hit me with a bull squid, too? I will say. See, that was good enemy placement and good, like... pressure put on the player entering this crazy area and then seeing all these reflections and then oh suddenly bull squid. That's the good stuff. My flashlight is damn near useless though. I guess it is a nice quality flashlight for 1999 or 7 because I keep forgetting when Half-Life came out. I thought it was 1997. Imagine someone actually had to lay these bricks by hand down here. Who would want to work in this place? I guess though, when most places get a foundation laid and get sewage and stuff put in, it's a one-time deal before the actual building is built, right? So it's all good. I'm replaying old games like classic Fallout and Half-Life 1. Why don't you give Black Mesa a try? You seem to be interested in it, yeah? It's not super expensive on sale and stuff. And then you can turn these graphics up and be like... And then shift up. Or, no, shift down? Shift up. No, shift up. Upshift. And then go to, like, medium graphics and be... And then ultra graphics. And then go to custom. And then your computer blows up. Surprise squids. Like it's Japanese schoolgirls. Hey, stop. Hypnotic. Gross. You're so insensitive to my feelings and my church boy sensibility. I'm gonna talk a certain way, and I want you guys to tell me, where did this come from? Because I've heard people talk like this jokingly, but I can't remember if it comes from a movie or what. I just think we should be thinking about each other's feelings. Because I don't think you're considering mine. I'm gonna drink this tea. Hello, Etir. It's good to see you. Like that weird tone and pitch shift. Where is that from? Do you guys know? Who would want to work here? Not Aperture Science, I assure you. At least Aperture Science had a nice looking place. They were more like the Apple to Black Mesa's Microsoft. You don't know, Eter? Well, at least you brought the good news today, right, Eter? Tell me about the good news. Whoa, more grenades. So many frag grenades just sitting around. Maybe there was a sale. Sounds like Donkey from Winnie the Pooh. Eeyore? Nah, that doesn't sound like anything like Eeyore. Eeyore just kinda drones on. Cause she's not really sad, but she's just not excited. That's Eeyore. More Eeyore. The one I'm thinking of, I really don't know where it exists. CB, how goes the raid? We talked about some Mega Man stuff. You would have liked it. The people you raid with and WoW, are they people you've been rolling with for like a long time? Or like, do you meet new people every once in a while? In a game like that? I made a really good shot in Rocket League. Took it off someone's hood and slid it into the net upside down. That's pretty cool. I think that's how my youngest brother was conceived too. Pretty cool. Done raiding, all good. That is good news though, Eter. Eter, did you vote on the bracelet? Every time I see an enemy in front of me, I think they're trying to trick me into looking that way, so I'm not looking at the enemy behind me. Especially walking into a room like this where there's nowhere to go. This is janky. I guess we're taking a walk out here. Mass Effect style, helmets on. That's a big fan of. Hey Fiona, how are you doing? You voted last night? Which beat style did you vote on? Also, yeah, Hypnotic, which one did you want, since you don't apparently like wood? I didn't think wood would be that popular either. I thought everyone would go for glass. The acrylic ones, I like the material, but the particular pattern, I feel like it looks cheap. And if everyone voted for acrylic, I'd probably try to find a better pattern, to be honest. But wood, I thought was like way too simple, but I just included it for variety's sake. I thought everyone would vote for glass. I really did. Hit exclamation point vote, Eter. Go vote on the poll. And I'll try to make bracelets for as many people as I can. I think the initial run will probably be 30. We can work on them on stream while we listen to music and stuff. And I think after that... Wasn't there a dude on top of these fans when we came down here the first time? In the first game, I mean? Or am I just imagining that? Also, I think I need to get up here before these fans really get going, because we're going to be, like, popping off. It was too late! It's not a waste of time and effort, Eter. I want to do things for my people. You be my people. Also, I can't switch this off, so I think I need to, like, just kind of get a hustle on. Oh, wait. I quick saved up here. Oh, that means they gave me an autosave down there. That's nice of them. I'm thinking about going for the Logitech C90 HD Pro. C920 HD Pro. That's an excellent camera, Phobos. It's just, again, that camera is normally $100. And sometimes it's 130, but right now it's like 160-ish. But yeah, if you don't need a camera, Phobos. If you don't need it, don't put the money on it. Or if you are at least just want it to try it, to play with it, get it when it's not super expensive. And if it were up to me, get the C920S, the security model. With the little blue bezel, looks kind of cool, honestly. Also, if you get it and you don't like it, I'll buy it off of you just to help your cost out. Because I need a second camera. Okay, we did it. I'm up. Now we can do the jumpsies. Hopefully. There we go. I'll vote for the prettiest one because everyone should be fabulous. Wait, Etzer, are you even on Twitter? Now that I think about it. Hello. I almost got hit by that. How are you gonna vote if you don't have a Twitter account? Or are you on Twitter? You have a Twitter? How come I never see you say anything? What have you been doing this whole time? Yeah, this looks safe. Ugh. Well, like the tweet and vote on it so I can see you and so I can force you to see things I want you to see on Twitter. Hey, I actually jumped that for once. I normally don't jump any of them and I miss out on things. Only this time I didn't miss out on anything because there's nothing to miss out on. FF54 job pants? What? What is that? I don't... Is that... What does that mean? And then I don't log back in until next July. What are you saying? What is this? I thought everyone had the sense to vote glass as well. I thought everyone was gonna vote glass. Because they're better design. It's probably a cool material to the touch on your hand. And they probably make a nice clink noise when they're going around your wrist when you're walking. But at the same time, maybe people that don't know anything about it thought like, I don't want glass, it'll shatter. And then it'll cut my wrist. And I'll be like, haha, it was Shooter Q's plan all along. To kill every one of his viewers slowly. With glass wrist cutting bracelets. The C920S and the C920 are both out of stock anyways. They are Phobos, but the trick you can do... Oh shit, you're in Canada, never mind. So you don't have a Target. I was gonna say, go to your local Target or Best Buy. Make sure you make an account with them. Tell them to put it on a list for you so if it comes in, you can get first grabs at it. A lot of people don't do that since, you know, online shopping is what it is. But a lot of those stores try to maintain a really good relationship with their local people. So it's worth it to talk to them and see if you can do anything like that. Enjoy your life, you know. Final Fantasy V, randomized jobs, it's challenge run. Oh, I thought it was Final Fantasy V. I just didn't understand what you were saying about it, because people that talk in Final Fantasy speak are always speaking a language I don't know about. I get it now. Wait, did that one jump at me? I didn't even see it. I saw it over here. Suddenly I was hurt. I didn't even see it go by. This nearly 300 frames gameplay is not good enough. I wanted to cut my wrist for that sweet, sweet edge cube. No, it's terrible. Also, emergency stop isn't working, but I guess we aren't actually doing anything that needs to be emergency stopped at the time. Alright, let's read Pump 2. And remember, in the original game, you couldn't get like this level of fine text all the time. So normally indicators to the player were just like big lights. Like that. Not ready and ready. So you kind of knew what was going on, right? So it was kind of cool how they did that with a non-narrative, sorry, not non-narrative. Like, they did exposition in a way that was in the environment, not an objective popping up, like, objective, follow this way, go do this. Like, it was nice. It was a passive way of getting the player to do what they needed to do. And since then, there have been very few games that get it right with that amount of subtlety that is also fun and noticeable. Or unnoticeable if you just want to play the game and you don't really care. And you're letting your game sense lead you around. And not like, you know, the soft tutorials. But what builds game sense in people are well-designed games like this. All I'm saying is, the people that wanted wood, they can all claim the first bracelets. And when we do a second batch of glass, you guys that wanted glass, you can get those too. Or y'all can all get either one. And everyone can have a wood and a glass bracelet, and then you can do like wood versus glass fights. You know, G.I. Joe style in your room, and you can make videos about it and stuff. It'll be fun. Can I use one of these guys to get up to the ceiling? And if I do, is there any reward for doing so? I don't think so, because I don't see any vents or anywhere to go up there. So it doesn't look like riding one of these guys up there is going to do anything for us, so I'm not going to worry about it. I don't know what turning that did, but it did something. Oh, it's the red valve. Wow, is this all I need to do? Because this is less extensive than the first game by like 1,000,000 degrees, if that's the case. Yeah, and there's the valve that we needed to put into the blue one. Is this literally all I have to do? I thought there was way more to this originally. I mean, we turned that fan on and everything, which, you know, turned the big power generator on, and we rode it all the way to the top. Which really makes you wonder how people are supposed to get up here in the first place, but whatever. I'm glad you voted, Etta. I really appreciate that. Alright, and so now... Oh! Now we got silo ready, but I really thought there was more to this when we had to do this the first time. Also, these deadhead crabs makes me think that there might be someone around. Looks like they had a shotgun, and now they don't. So maybe they're a head crab zombie now, so they killed a few head crabs, but not all of them. So we might want to look out for some shotgunless head crabbed up guard now. Let's see if this was another game, and before Half-Life, I didn't think about that type of stuff with the environment. Half-Life did it for me, and then, you know, Halo came along. Changed up my life and my worldview. It's dope. Now, if I recall correctly, we want to ride these elevators back up, but... Yeah, what's this? So the level design is just completely different. In the original game, you went down as you could. You went back to ride elevators up. And then... you get ambushed. And this, we end up back here during a different... or like via a different door, so we just walk out. It feels a lot different than in the original, but maybe I just don't remember correctly. There were no oohs. Also, Hyona's not the ooh person. That's Marcy. Time to turn the valve, get it? Ha ha, I get it. We're so cool, Nuva. You and me, Nuva, we're going places. Ah, Nuva, do you want me to get you a copy of Black Mesa? I won't buy it for you, but I will go steal it from someone else. I'll straight up jack it off their hard drive and give it to you. Valve still makes games? Oh, yeah, you play free CSGO? You play Team Fortress? Whoops, this isn't good. You play, Half-Life Alex? Hello, does that guy have something in his hand? No, it's just a light. He was just sitting there all, like, humbly, like, just chilling out. Oh, no, we're not ready yet. We don't have power yet, so we don't need to go back yet. We need to finish up. Maybe this is the bridge that gets blown up? I don't think that did anything to him like I really wanted it to, unfortunately. That's alright, I'll just throw this as far as... Ah, come on, I hit the wire on the way there, are you kidding? That still hurt me. Whoa! Alright, we're good to go. Maybe it was this one that got blown up and you went across some rails like this. Oh well. Are there achievements for Black Mesa and I'm just not getting them because we did a lot of them already? Can you guys see this overlay, by the way? I think it's there. I haven't played CSGO, but that's fair, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't do it to be evil. I'm just trying to get you into this Black Mesa-ness since you're a Half-Life fan. Granonian motion. Okay, so try to kill 10 airborne head crabs using a shotgun. Kill an assassin with a 357 Magnum. Okay, so most of these we haven't gotten as achievements because they're just kind of whatever achievements. So I don't really care about that. Talking about Half-Life, I just threw a head crab for your illustration class. That's cool, Rika. Do you want to post it in Disco? We could see your illustrations. Or put it on the tweeters so you can show it off to everybody. Or on IG, so you can get laid. That's what IG's for, I think. Oh, hello. Oh, what just happened? We got some ammo out of that, but then we hit the load screen, so I thought something bad happened. We're going to turn on the power now. Oh, this guy's sleeping. They are sleeping. Like actual dogs. And I'm gonna see if I can sneak past them. Oh, I doubt it's gonna work. But I really want to try. But then there's that bull squid over there, so... Even if we did sneak past these guys, we wouldn't get far before we had to face the bull squid. Yeah! Oh no! The thing ate the grenade, the barnacle caught it. Alright, there we go. Interesting that that doesn't blow them up, because it doesn't actually get all the way up there. Maybe if we center a satchel there, we can... get all of them at once, or maybe get a few of them at least. We gotta get all the way up there, though. Yeah, that did it. I got a few of them. Oh, achievement unlocked. Remote detonation. See? That's how you get them achievements. You never seen a barnacle catch a grenade? Me neither. Can they do that in the original game? I don't think so, right? It's a nice touch for this game, though. I like it. Where do you post it? The one place where you post everything. Bar talk. Why do people have trouble with that? Is Discord, like, the way I have the server set up, is it legitimately confusing? Because people always ask, like, where do I post this? I'm like, I thought I had everything labeled. But I have everything labeled clearly to me. Maybe it's not to everyone else, you know? So... It's your guys' server, too. We can always make changes. You have a bar wall? Or like art and post? I mean, why wouldn't it just go in the same place so we can talk about it where it's posted as well? Like, I get that you're saying you would like that, but is what's there now confusing? When it literally says, like, anything? Because everyone's always talking like they don't know what to do. I'm like, yeah, it says talk about anything. It's like, anything. Oh no! I went through all that to get dropped on that ledge, and then I messed it up. But even if we were up there, I don't think it would do anything for us anyways. Bar talk is only for alcohol, bargain bonus, or something. That's not what that means at all. Seriously, if you guys find it confusing, I can change this stuff around to be less confusing. I just thought it made a lot of sense to me. Uh-oh. Alright, I think we're good. Hope so. Elevator sure is taking its sweet time. I wonder if you can do what you do in the original game. You just jump to the ladder and climb down that instead of taking the elevator. Although, it is pretty hard to get up these services for whatever reason. Anime is real as political discourse about the Middle East, role-playing as JoJo characters. Okay, that's a little madness, but I get what you're saying. So yeah, instead of taking the elevator, you just do what you do in the original game, and you take the ladder that you have to take anyways. Wait, do we need to go up or down? I can't remember. Well, whatever, we're here. First time touching a pencil this year. Cool stuff. Can't wait to take a look at it once I get there. Also, I'm thinking that maybe that whole thing I thought about with the ambush and taking an elevator up, maybe it happens here, and not in the earlier section.
I hope no one expects me to go start up the generator. Smithers went down there and never came back.
That's funny. I know someone else who never came back. Yeah, Rika, I'm glad you're embracing your art. It's glad that you're doing things to, it's good that you're doing things to flex your mental capacity and your hobbies. I need who, Yona? What are you talking about? Why what? Hey, I took damage, but I didn't actually take damage from that. I'm still 100 over 100. Not again! How am I not seeing those tongues? Am I just not paying attention? Or is it because I'm walking while looking at chat? Oh, this is what I remember. This is where the electricity thing is, and then Smithers is like laying up here and he's kind of stuck, and then you activate the thing and he falls off. Right, right. I remember this now. I thought it was the one we already went to, so I was wrong. They didn't change it and skip all that stuff. I just wasn't there yet. Alright, so we bring the button over. That should drop the thing into place.
This is my
Oh, hey.
hiding spot.
What's up?
Do not
Are you
forget that the
Smithers?
situation has drastically improved. Now go away and
Oh.
don't tell anyone I'm here.
This isn't a bad hiding spot, though. No one's gonna, like, randomly walk by this room or anything. I just hope you have enough food to last. Good luck, Smithers. At least you're not dying on top of this thing like you did in the original game. Rotation control. Oh, that's not it. Button, switch. Maybe we go to the other room, like they made it 2 different controls or something like that. And hello. It's your punishment for the hubris of believing yourself worthy of executing a coworker. I really have no idea what you're talking about. Everyone's talking like I killed some scientists. Are you guys watching the same stream as me? I do believe that you guys need to adjust your computers. Maybe it was one of those lag spikes, CPU overload. You know, maybe that caused it. I'm sorry about that. Saw something you didn't really see. You know. Also, seriously, things are always dying in the vents. But I think the only thing we've seen pull someone into an event, not an event, is the... We saw a head crab zombie do it one time, right? Uh-oh, do we need to cross this before this powers up? I think so. We saw a head crab zombie pull someone into an event, but then we never, like, saw a head crab zombie in an event before. Also, this is good music. Can we cancel Q? Q is high-key gaslighting us. You know what? I appreciate that you said high-key. I feel like there's too much of the youth that have figured out the word low-key, but then they just start saying low-key to everything, and it's like, that's not what the word means, y'all. Uh-oh. Did I stay in here too long? Maybe I backed up when I should have stayed inside, pushed forward. Can you imagine if we weren't just sitting in a chat room? Maybe someday the internet will let us watch video together too. That dude came out jumping. He did a flip. Uh oh. I love this music that's playing right now. Pretty cool. Oh man, what happened to that guy? Ugh. I at least want to be a good cereal hallucination, not like generic sugar-coated flakes. And I'm not really a moose in a person suit, no matter what Q's imagination says I am. Are you guys doing that thing where you try to say a bunch of stuff to make me think I'm still, like, in the simulation, or that I never woke up from the coma, or whatever it is this week? Bye, elevator. You were good to us while you lasted. Alright, so we should have power, O2, and fuel. Everything we need to light up a jet engine. Yeah, it's weird. He's just laying there with no limbs, all bloody and stuff. It must have been those, creatures we ran into. They must have did a number on him. And what is the truth, AJ, that I already know? Please remind me. Also, how the hell did this thing just... Okay, so... To recap, for those that don't know Half-Life lore, the guys at Black Mesa were already messing around with this teleportation technology. Aperture scientists were also working on the same thing. However, the guys at Black Mesa kind of cheated because they got this portal tech from Zen. And so a lot of the stuff they were working with went through Zen. And so Zen also figured out how to, like, oh, we're just going to open the portals back up on you, and we're going to roll up and take all your stuff. Which is how the aliens got here. But not all of the aliens are warrior aliens like the Vortigaunts. A lot of them are just part of the wildlife. As weird as that might seem. Because they're just part of the wildlife, they're just wild animals. So, like, this big giant Hydra arm thing seems to just be something from the wild, which is evidenced later when we get to Zen, right? Although there were some of these things here that we were experimenting on while we were here, right? So, what I'm wondering is if the one in the silo was something we experimented on and already had here, or if it came through with the mass teleportation, and it somehow just got lucky enough to be in the silo where it fits in perfectly, because it could have easily been teleported out here and just fell to its death all the way down, right? Or it could have been teleported into one of the walls and been, like, just all messed up. That's what a remake of Half-Life should have added. It should have added random aliens, like Zinnies races that were just, like, part of the walls and dead and cut in half because they teleported in wrong. I think that would have been a nice touch. I'm gonna offer you a couple of pills and a glass of water, really, so I can wash down this hard truth. Are they hard to swallow pills, Phobos? Man, they are not stopping with this music, are they? This is some really intense sneaking music. Uh-oh. See, I don't know how to come off of a ladder without making a bunch of noise because of the damn ladder system. What is it, a cereal box? I thought it was just me in, like, a cardboard box, like, acting like I'm streaming, but I'm just looking into, like, a nothingness. Uh-oh. Did they hear that? No, they went back down. Okay. So they did hear that, but then they reset off the grenade, which is good. I made it! I'm back! You're still alive. For now.
I'm waiting right here for you.
Alright. See if we can set this off, shall we? Power. Check. 1, 2, 3. 90 o'clock. Check. Fuel. Still on 0. But the gauge is up. Check. Oxygen. Check. We're breathing. Reporters are go. G diffusers are set. And I'll form the head. Laters, nerds. I'm in a cardboard box streaming to a cereal box. Alright, sorry, I got the details wrong. Good to know.
Well, I guess it's true. If it bleeds, you can kill it.
You're gonna die down here. I just want you to know that. I hope I have, like, a cardboard box that's not, like, I hope it's a composite of all the other boxes that I used to supposedly build my computer. Only, you know, that didn't actually happen. So it's just a bunch of, like, GPU boxes spliced together with, like, a bunch of case boxes. It's, like, a very nice PC gaming box. Man, it's so weird, like, playing games like this now, like, at very nice quality. and not just like finding a quality that runs. It's such a different way to experience a game, especially when it comes to streaming. What about you guys? When you guys watch a stream, do you care that it's in high quality, or are you just there to hang out and what the fuck? Freeman like passes out from his broken legs, drowns in the water. Seriously, I could have fallen in the water, but I didn't. I fell on the edge. At least I picked up this Colt Python on the way down. Ooh, there were people? And they got crispy. Yeah, that didn't work out well for you, my dude. Sorry about that. What do I think of your head crab? You know what? I didn't look at it. You're right. Let's go look at your head crab together. Especially, I think it's a great looking head crab with nice shading. What's up with the leg on the back? I'm just realizing, like, I've never really looked at the rear leg of a head crab now before, and I have no idea what it does look like. Yeah, I think that's some good work there. I guess there are times when you just watch a stream because you're just like, yo, I'm not gonna play this game, but I just want to see it. In which case, higher quality would be better. But we all understand that streaming quality will never be what recording quality is. Like, it just cannot happen. Not when we're talking about streaming to a website like Twitch and not like private streaming. Like, I have to imagine with enough money, not even money, because the money is just what they're locking it behind. But I believe on Discord, if you were doing one-to-one streaming, or like one-to-group streaming, and everyone had enough bandwidth to support it, I bet you could get like a really nice high-quality feed going. Look at this turbine effect. Hey, it's our PC blower fan from our laptop that we were spinning earlier for ASMR, only they enlarged it and now use it to do Toxic Sludge. Which does make me wonder if the toxic part is also part of what Kamora was in, or if Black Mesa is seriously, like, if they just had this bad of a pollution problem beforehand. Sees Revolver. Ah, that's hot. That's hot. That was perfectly timed with the idle animation, too. Ah, dude, there's a line in Gemini Man that Will Smith said that is, I feel like it was the perfect line. I'm making a... Thought I fell. I'll make a little clip of it later so that everyone knows what I'm talking about. It's a really good line. The way it's delivered and how it refers back to his career. I loved it. What's up, Snag? Snag, did you get my messages? I wanted to make sure that this was something that would benefit you before I put work into the project. Because if not, you can work on your own stuff and I will always find someone else. So, just making sure. How are you doing, my boy? And if you want to, after this... Oh wait, this is how I came out of here. My bad. After we're done with Black Mesa for the night, I'll show you the parts that I'm working on. And what I'm going to be sourcing, and you let me know if it's something that's going to work for you. And let me know what kind of games you want to play and what you think you'll be doing on it. Because that'll help me decide which parts I am or am not going to put into this computer. If you do decide that you want it. You don't have to be the one. It's your call. But I hope you're doing well, dude. How is everything? How's the job? You've been there for 2 weeks now, maybe? Oh yeah, and then AJ can give you a few Steam codes and we can load up this game, this computer with like a ton of different games. You guys know what I realized? Because I've never run donations on my stream before, like ever. I put up this goal. I did not put up a way for anyone to donate. There are no links. There's nothing. You can't do it if you wanted to. I implore one of you to find out how. You can't. It doesn't exist. Don't worry. I'll fix that by the next time. I figured that out like an hour ago, and then I was like, I'm just not gonna say anything. No one else is gonna say anything ever either. Do bit donations go towards these things? I didn't know that. Huh, whatever. You have a coffee can outside the box queue. We can all see it. No. No, not the not the box. Why are we still mentioning this? I don't even know what I pulled this. And thanks for the bits, Yana. I don't know why they didn't pop up. Or maybe they popped up and I just didn't see them. In any case. What was I gonna say? Autonomous Central Monster Roaring Etir. ASMR Etir? Excuse me? Oh. I see. I see. We went from sensory to sensual. What is this setup? But thanks for the bits, Yana. I really appreciate it. It's all gonna go towards this setup. I'd be down, but I haven't even started my job yet, so I don't have any money yet. Dude, if I do this the way I want to do this, it won't cost you anything, Snacked. It might cost you a little bit of money for a Windows key later on, if you even care to activate Windows. This is what I mean by it being a giveaway, Snacked. And I couldn't think of anyone else that I would want to have my first budget PC than you. You know what I mean? So come up with some games that you think you're going to play. That's going to help me decide how I build out the system. Because I'm going to do it on the cheap, but I'm also going to make it work for you. You know what I'm saying? You don't owe me a thing. You've been with me since the beginning, Snacked. We wouldn't be where we are if not for people like you. Sorry. I'm not trying to sound cheesy, but for real. Like, you were around when I had, like, what, 4 followers? So, you've been with me the whole time. I want to do this for fun. I can do something for you. And I get to make content out of it. I get to be a content creators, dudes. I get to be YouTubers. Except donation go doesn't set up a way to donate. That's how you do it, Wester. That's how you tell people you're really not in it for the money, like me. Oh, sorry. The shadow? I thought something was coming around the corner. I know, Yana, I'm doing it. I'm on the webs. I'm on the internets. Wait, what? What happened that's alright? Oh, okay. Yeah, that works too. I appreciate that as well. For some reason I remembered this and I still didn't remember it. It's cool though, because there's enough going on in Black Mesa to where it's like, oh, you play Half-Life religiously? Well, we still got some stuff you never seen before. I like that though. I can type stuff here in all caps. You can, and you did. I thought a kid made noise. He did that thing where he wiped the lens off the, like, laser or telephonic lens. Thanks for resubbing, Enter. I appreciate that. Thanks for resubbing. I am just the bad? What? You're the bad? You did type in all caps. Oh, you meant to type in all caps in the resub message, but you didn't. Gotcha. What was what, Hyuna? I don't know what you mean. Also, Westy, it's becoming morning over there, right? What do you have to do today? It's okay, Otter. You did your best, and you still got the resub off. And now you got the 3-round speed loader, which looks dope as hell. You look dope in this dope. You're doping over there. You looking dope with your dopeness. The name of this mission is called Power Up. Also, we only have a few minutes left of stream time, so I think what we'll do, because this is a really cool part of the game, and I don't want to, like, start it and then stop in the middle. Did you slightly scream when you fell down that pipe? I reacted to the situation in a manly fashion. There was no screaming involved. So, I think we'll be done for Black Mesa tonight, and what we'll do is we'll do a little quick shopping, and we'll put together some of this other stuff so I can start another recording. So, do you guys want to listen to music, do some PC shopping, and we'll see what we can set Snagged up with? And yeah, Snagged was the first person to get Shooter Q stickers, which I don't even have near me right now. Who among you does not have your free Shooter Q stickers? We're also doing bracelets soon, Snagged. Did you get to vote for bracelets on Twitter?